One trait that often shows up in emotionally immature people is a heavy dependence on validation, attention, and reassurance from other people. We all like to be seen, heard, and appreciated sometimes, but an emotionally immature person may literally depend on the external to feel okay about themselves on a day-to-day basis. They lack an internal sense of stability, so they depend on other people to constantly confirm that they're loved, they matter, they're correct, or they're important. They may experience ordinary situations much more intensely than the average person because of the lack of internal regulation skills. A delayed text message, somebody being busy, or not including them in everything feels like rejection versus normal life. Their emotional state may rise and fall depending on how much attention they are receiving from the people around them. When reassurance is not available, many emotionally immature people will do things that pull the attention back towards them. Dramatic social media posts, fishing for compliments, exaggerating stories or problems, and repeatedly asking for reassurance about the same issue. Other times it can be more subtle, sulking, guilt trips, passive-aggressive comments, and creating conflict that forces others to focus on them. For example, someone may become upset that the focus of an event is someone else's accomplishment. A wedding, a graduation, a new baby, a birthday, a promotion, or even someone's illness can trigger feelings of being overlooked. Instead of sharing in the other person's concern or happiness, the immature individual focuses conversations back on themselves, or they might even do something, create a crisis to take the focus off of the original event. Another example is the person who constantly seeks reassurance, but they're unable to hold on to it. Are you upset with me? Did I do something wrong? Do you still love me? These questions are asked over and over, and the person may seem to feel better for only a few hours before needing the reassurance again. It's like the reassurance is a temporary emotional bandage that doesn't stick because the underlying insecurity that's causing the distress in the first place is never addressed. The thing that I do today in these situations, if I run into someone who needs constant reassurance, is I tell them, you will know if I am mad at you or if I don't like you. I will make that abundantly clear. Please assume that I am not mad and I still care until you hear otherwise. Unfortunately, this kind of behavior can create distance where we don't want to spend as much time with the person, and then that further increases the underlying insecurity. Many people are willing to settle for negative attention if positive is unavailable. Arguments, making a scene, dramatic exits, the silent treatment, vague social media posts, or creating emergencies all serve the same purpose. It's keeping them central and the focus in other people's lives. Negative attention may not feel good, but for some emotionally immature individuals, it feels safer than feeling ignored or invisible. The healthiest response is usually to avoid becoming a source of regulation for someone else's emotions. Offering occasional reassurance is part of healthy relationships, but consistently being asked to reassure someone in hopes of lifting their self-esteem can become exhausting and create resentment. Clear boundaries, predictable responses, and refusing to participate in unnecessary drama tend to be more effective than endless explanations or repeated reassurance. Try not to reward attention-seeking behavior with panic or overfunctioning. Respond calmly, maintain your boundaries, and remember that another person's internal discomfort is not your responsibility to fix. Have a good day.